Nicoli. Come on.
Thank you, Tom. And the Charles Stephenson Award was last year. We don't get confused with what Georgiana did this year. And this year was the Achievement Award. And quite frankly, sometimes I'm very humbled by that because I truly believe that myself and others like me are just doing what we're supposed to do. And as we talk about what I do, please know that you may have a better way of doing this. If you do, I want to talk to you. But this is my way, and it seems to work. Let's understand, when we talk about super success with weight loss clients, that we have to cover a lot more than just weight loss, food. It's business, it's your approach to business, it's you looking in a mirror of self-reflection as to what you're doing, it's hypnosis itself, hypnosis skills. So in this short time, there may be times when it goes a little quickly, but in this short time I'm going to touch upon a little bit of all of it. And we won't have time for questions. If there are any questions, please come to the table and I'll answer any questions I can for you, okay? First thing to understand, though, there are basics and generalities, that it's not the what, it's the why. This isn't about food, this isn't about weight, and by the way, we're not using the term weight either, and we'll talk about that. This is about why. Why does anyone do anything unnatural, illogical, irrational? If you just talk about the what, then you're going to replace the what with something else. One substance replaces another. We know how common this is when we use smokers, and then smokers gain weight because they replace the cigarettes with the food. So we have to focus on the why, and why is emotional. There's going to be a combination with your clients of honesty and truth while having loving compassion. It's very common that I lean very hard, I'm pretty firm. I call it good cop, bad cop in the same session. It could be in the same minute, where I use some honesty and truth to bring these people down below the surface of this denial and rationalizing. But then at the same time, as they're falling, catch them and give them some love and compassion, because unfortunately, as we know, a lot of these people have gone through so many years, almost their lifetime, and they feel worthless and useless and helpless. However, if we're able to give them some tools, which is emotional strengthening, some emotional cleansing, and we give them the compassion and love that they're actually not feeling for themselves, then you're actually going to have a better rapport, aren't you? Another thing, as we are practicing with these clients, we have to have a continuation of flexibility. There is no one template that's going to work. Is there one script that's going to work? And is there any script that would work for any amount of people? Maybe in the general cause or the surface of it all, but everybody's specific and individual. And what I say to all clients is that just like we learned as children, the snowflakes are all unique and individual. There aren't two alike. So flexibility is a tremendous must, and not to think, well, here's the program. That's what your basis is. Like when you got trained, you had a basis, you had a foundation, but then you go off of that and you go to each client to their specific needs. And that happens when you have effective intake questioning and you're able to read between the lines. And I thank my wife tremendously for teaching me how to read between the lines. I once asked her, why do I have to read between the lines? She said, well, why not? So as you're listening to them talk, this is important because they're going to be giving you dialogue that is nothing more than rationalizing and justifying that little recipe of denial. And if you're not reading between the lines and understanding that, you're not going to be able to stop them and reframe them, which is another part, constant reframe.